Dudes, what's up? In this one, I'm going to show you how to turn that moss farm that I made in the last video that I put out into a bone meal farm that is going to get you 420 bone meal per hour, and it even feeds itself its own bone meal. So it first feeds itself its own bone meal, it fills that up, it makes more moss, and then you get 420 additional bone meal per hour, which I think is pretty great. If you didn't watch my last video, it is the tutorial on how to make this moss farm, and in this video we're just going to add on a few components that are going to feed the bone meal into itself. Well, first of all, turn the moss into bone meal, then feed the bone meal into itself, and then make additional bone meal on top of the bone meal that we need to feed into the machine. First of all, the moss farm that I made in the last video actually did break occasionally if you left it on too long. So first I want to go over a fix for that. And my fix for that is just to take out the sticky piston that's right here. I left it in the pinned comment of that video, so hopefully that helps people out and then they can correct the issue. But if you missed that and now you're watching this one, all you need to do is make it so that you only have one sticky piston right here instead of two of them. And it just makes it so you use a little bit more bone meal to power this thing, but it makes it so that it doesn't break. So you can just leave it on forever once you do this fix. The second thing you need to do is put hoppers going into a bunch of composters right here, just to turn all the drops into bone meal. And you're gonna need 4 composters to turn it into bone meal to actually feed the farm. So you can go ahead and look at what I have going on here. I also am gonna make a world download included in this video. So if you're confused by any of this, go check out the world download and you can see the farm for yourself. So you need 4 composters going back up into the droppers right here. So I'll go underneath and show you guys what this looks like. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the composters going back into the dropper right there, and then these 2 are just the additional drops. Now you can either keep these as the moss blocks and moss carpet and all that, or you can turn it into bone meal like I'm doing here. The next thing you need to do is have a bunch of droppers, making sure it's droppers and not dispensers. If it's dispensers, it will not work. A bunch of droppers going back up into a hopper line. We're gonna put a hopper line going into the dispenser right here. We can go ahead and put all the redstone and build on top of this hopper line, and that's just to get all of the bone meal back into this dispenser right here. Now we just need to hook up the on switch, which this is kind of janky. You can do this a different way if you want. Maybe put this underground. Hook up this on switch over to the timer over here, which is going to put the power into the droppers to move all of the bone meal up and into the hopper line up here. When you first turn the farm on, it's going to take a long time for all of these to be filled with bone meal. So when you first turn it on, you're gonna have to like warm it up and like for hours, like many hours, and let all of these fill up with bone meal before you actually get a bunch of extra bone meal on the side. So just keep that in mind when you first start this. If you're not getting a bunch of bone meal right off the bat, that is why. I'm gonna make a world download available in the description of this video down below, so go check that out if you're confused and you want to download the world and see all this for yourself. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. You can make more modules of this, add them onto each other, and just have an absolutely bonkers bone meal farm. So this is unlike any bone meal farm I've ever seen. I think this may be the best bone meal farm ever now. So go ahead, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this the best bone meal farm ever, or is there a different one that you think is better than this? I hope you did enjoy this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!